first stage of our overhaul project. You've got to tear down the bike you're going to overhaul. So we're in the work stand. We're going to go against the clock. So I've got my stopwatch here. I'm going to strip it down. Wheels, drivetrain, cockpit, then forks. See how long it takes. We're going for a record quick time. Does it mean there's not time for tea? So I'm going to lay some tools out, speed myself up, and I'm going to get going.
Now I could lie and say the reason this is blurry is because I'm moving so quickly, but in reality I knocked the camera and pushed the focus off and didn't notice until getting to the edit. Smooth moves. Now all the tools I needed were a set of Masterlink pliers, because you can wrestle off by hand but it's a real pain in the arse, a set of Allen keys, pedal wrench, bottom bracket tool and a mallet, and a set of wire cutters. So I dropped the wheels off, and then the first thing I did was take the pedals off, and then it was time to take off the cranks. Now it's Shimano Haltech 2 type, so all I needed to do was remove the pre-tension nut with the special tool that comes as part of the bottom bracket tool I've got, which is a Park one. Once that was off, 2 Allen keys and a quick tap of the mallet and the cranksets out. After that, move on to the rear derailleur, remove it from the gear cable, and then take that off with the mech hire. One bolt, easy. Now that gear cable and outer are going to be replaced because they've been on the frame for a couple of years now, well, 2 to be precise, so they've done some miles and it's time for them to be refreshed, get that smooth shifting back. Quick stop for tea. Now that's the drivetrain finish apart from the bottom bracket. I have a Dior bottom bracket and I have to say not a spot of moisture were behind those seals. The plastic spacer was bone dry, so if you're looking for bottom bracket. After that it's moving on to the brakes. We got Hope Mono Minis and M4 calipers, braided hoses, full works. Pretty heavy duty brakes, but if you can, why not? So there again, just 2 bolts on them into the brake adapter. So just snip the cable ties off the frame. They've got split clamp design at the bar, so again another 2 bolts and the brakes off. Nice and quick. Because I was running a 1-by system, apart from the brakes, only from the bars part were the grips and the rear shifter. Fortunately the rear shifter is not split clamp design, so I've got to take the grips to get that off anyway. Now, running a Funduro 50mm stem. Now it's not the most expensive stem at all, but the CNC machining on that is sharp. It is super crisp. The anodizing finish is amazing. It hasn't faded or scuffed anywhere on it, and I cannot fault that stem or recommend it enough. Now once that stem's off, the only thing holding the fork in is compression, so a quick tap for mallet and that'll be out. Now that's the nuke-proof headset, and all the bearings and the seals on that were immaculate, and again, no moisture there. I was tempted by trying to find a Hope or maybe even a second-hand King, but if you don't have to spend more, don't. That headset was brilliant. There you have it. Stripped down in sub 20 minutes. Time to build a bike again.
So that's how you strip a bike frame in 20 minutes. Next job is to clean all the components down, and then we can get to servicing them one at a time. We'll start off with the fork, strip it down, do a normal lower oil change, but once it's all separated apart, we're going to also take out the coil springs and the push rods, give everything a once over, fresh grease, fresh oil, put everything back together. After that we'll move on to the brakes, we'll rebuild the calipers, and then we'll look at reinstalling the drivetrain and servicing the headset. I really am tempted to make this a single speed though. If you want to see more like this, or if you enjoyed this, remember to like and subscribe, and if you want to see this turn into a single speed, say so in the comments, otherwise it's going back to the 9-speed rapid rise.